Hey, welcome back to Unraveled Gaming. Here I am with Spirit Island again, trying to do the solo scenarios, and this is the third Spirit Shadows Flicker Like Flame. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna try to go pretty fast. A couple of folks left comments last time with some good suggestions, and I am going to try to take those suggestions to consideration here because I lost both of the last two spirits I played, thus demonstrating my lack of ability at board games. So it's great to have a hobby that you're not terribly great at, but it was still fun and I enjoyed it, and looking forward to playing this spirit. Shadows Flicker Like Flame. So let's jump in and see how it goes. Feel free to give it a like or leave a comment. If you see me make a mistake or a goof with the rules, definitely let me know. I have been known to do that generally every single game I play. So also apparently not great at following rules. So that's okay. Makes the games more interesting and fun. What's hilarious is if you talk to my family, they think I'm such a stickler for the rules that it's almost no fun to play. Um, yeah, so kind of. I wonder if anybody else has had that experience. But let's jump in and see how it goes. Right. So let me see where I got to hold these so you can see them. We've got Concealing Shadows, which will give us a fear. And Dahan take no damage from Ravaging Invaders this turn. We have Favors Called Due. Gather up to 4 Dahan, and if invaders are present and Dahan outnumber them, we gain 3 fear. We've got 2 fear and replace a village with an explorer or a uh, city with a village, and we have Mantle of Dread. 2 fear, target spirit can push 1 um, explorer and 1 village from a land where it has presence. So, and this is a sort of a fear-based deal. Now, the special rules is we have Shadows of the Dahan. Whenever you use a power, I can pay an energy to target a land with Dahan regardless of the power's range. So, um, any powers can be used on a land with Dahan if I pay an energy to do it. Um, that's power or innate powers. Now, all my innate powers are fast. So, within 1 of a shrine, I have Darkness Swallows the Unwary. I need 2 moons and a fire to gather 1 explorer. I need 3 moons and 2 fire to destroy 2 explorers and gain 1 fear per explorer destroyed, or 4 moons, 3 fire, and 2 wind to deal 3 damage and then gain a fear per invader destroyed by this damage. So even if it's a one of the explorers, I still get the bonus of destroying it, the fear. So lots of fear to do here. Um, we have to do our growth phase, so I can reclaim cards and gain a power card. So I have all my cards, but I could gain a power card right out of the gate if I wanted. I probably need to get presence on the board, especially over to this side. Right now, they are only going to build in the wetlands, or I'm sorry, the jungle, and we don't know where they're going to explore yet, so we can see, but we do know that ravaging in the wetland or the jungle is going to happen first. I was advised on one of the comments that not to worry about the first couple ravages, maybe in order to build up some stuff on my board here to make things more powerful. So I am definitely going to consider that. So I can either gain some energy and add a presence. I'm only going to be able to at most add 1 presence. So the question is, do I want energy? I'm going to get at least 0 energy. Fantastic. And I have 1 card I can play for 0 energy, but it's for Ravage, and they're not going to Ravage this round. So that seems unlikely and unworth taking at this point in time. Uh, one energy will at least let me do a slow power and build some stuff up. I feel like gaining a power card is not a bad idea, but gaining energy down the road is not a bad idea in addition to putting a presence on the board. So, man, that's a tough choice. So one of the not questions, but things that I struggle with is it worth it to get a power card, or is it worth it to gain the energy when you have the choice? Um, it's a good chance I'm not going to play the power card that I want on the first go. I think getting some cards might be best, although getting something over here would be awfully good, and having some extra energy to spend would also be good. So I can go up to 3 lands away, 1, 2, 3, and I could put something here, which could be quite helpful, or at least here, because none of the only there's a couple that require being kind of in a. There's only one. There's two that require being on the land itself, so I can only target these areas. I like the idea of maybe getting that city down, possibly. So I think I'm gonna go 3 away. We're gonna make it so I can play 2 cards. I'm gonna put an energy there for my growth phase and get 3 energy. I get 0 energy for my turn there. And I can play 2 cards. So the question is going to be, what 2 cards? They're not going to Ravage, so it seems like slow powers make the most sense this round. And I can play up to 2, which if I could get fire in there, well, really, one of these and this one would be fine. I'm not going to be able to get wind, or it's only 2 cards. So the most I'm going to get is 2 moons. All 3 have moons. We're going to be good. So, what can we do on turn 1? We'll gather up to 4 Dahan. If invaders are present and Dahan outnumber them, I gain 3 fear. But that's gonna, I have to target a land 1 away. So, like here, here, and they will have explored, but I don't know where they're exploring yet. So, I could choose it once I get there, and as long as the Dahan outnumbers, I can get up to 3 here, I can get up to 3 here, I can get 2 Dahan here. So I do have options for getting up to 3 fear, not a bad one. 2 fear, and a spirit may push 1 explorer and 1 village from a land where it has presence. I could turn that into a village, possibly. Push it away from the coastline. That wouldn't hurt. And then use the Ravage next round. Or I could gather up the Dahan, just target a land and gather up to 3 Dahan in one of those 2 places. That's going to generate a decent amount of fear. But I only have presence there. So I kind of like the idea of replacing something with something else and doing that this turn, which does give me 1 fast power that I get to use ahead of time, where I can gather. Well, the thing is, if I target a land with Dahan, I can target anywhere by paying one of these. And I actually have to pay 2 for my power cards, so I'm down to 1 anyway. The question is, do I want to gather? Well, it makes sense. If I pay that 1 and I target this land, I can gather here. That's actually not a bad deal, because now he is there. And I can do that fast, and he's not going to build here, which actually saves me a little bit of trouble. So then we check for Blighted Island. There's no Blighted Island. There is no fear at this time. We don't have to worry about fear card yet. They're going to build in the jungle. So they're going to build here. And then they're going to explore. We'll move that build over. And they're going to explore in the mountains. So one there, one there. Done for them. And then time's going to pass and we get our slow powers. So if I gather up to 4 Dahan, and then the Dahan outnumber the invaders, I like the idea of doing that. I like the idea of gathering that because it's got to be 1 away or up to 1 away from a presence, which I have that here. I could gather in this area. There are 3 Dahan and there are 2 invaders. So that would create 3 fear. Fantastic. And then if I gain 2 fear right away, 1, 2, generating 1 fear card. And now I can replace a city with a village or a village with an invader. Well, I am going to replace this city with a village, and when you replace, you don't actually get to change anything. And it's got to be 0 away from a presence, so that it covers it. So there's that. So we go to turn 2. All right. Now I got to decide, what do I want to do? I could reclaim my cards and gain a power card, not bad, or I could gain a power card and add a presence. Raging, they're gonna do that, and they are gonna ravage here, which is going to be tough. Build there. And one of the pieces of advice was not to worry about the place they're going to ravage and worry about taking things out other places. So that's something I should bear in mind. I also have no energy. So unless I put out something, I am not getting energy this round. Which means I probably need to put a presence out and start getting a little bit more energy and building up my resources. So I'm not going to worry about these. I'm going to have these 2 cards that I can play with. But I don't have a way to gather Dahan. So most likely I'm going to lose some presence here. That would be my guess. And I will not have an energy. So I'm going to have to get some energy out. And we really want to have at least 1 what do you call it? Shrine where we can. So I could just put it there so that I still have a shrine there. That might keep me reasonably powerful in that land. I don't have any way of doing that. So I am going to, you know what, I'm going to put it, yeah, I'm going to put it here. Basically so I can keep a shrine in this area. I don't know if it's the best choice, but I know that I'm probably going to lose a shrine. So I feel like that gives me the option of that. And then I'm going to gain my energy. And then I'm going to spend 1 energy on these 2 cards, which I'm going to play both cards, I'm pretty sure. They're not going to ravage, but it still gives me 1 fear, which is good. I really want to create the fear. So my fast power is going to be creating the 1 fear, and I got to target a land 0 away from presence. So there's actually a couple of things I can do here. I can gather 1, target a land, one away from a shrine. So I'm going to gather there. And I'm going to target this land, I guess. Doesn't really matter. So that they take no damage, but I get the fear. And then I'm going to use, well, Mantle of Dread doesn't happen yet. So we've gained energy, we've chosen powers, we paid for our powers. There's no Blighted Island. There is a fear card, so at least get to do that. And we are still at terror level 1, so each player may push up to 2 invaders from an inland, explorers from an inland land. So from here, so I'm going to push this guy here. Actually, I'm going to push this guy here, so he can't build. That will be helpful. And that's our fear card. So now they're going to ravage in these areas. So I'm going to lose that. And that's going to create, whoops, didn't come from there. Create a blight. And then they're going to build in the mountains. And we'll shift that card over and that card over. And they're going to explore in the wetlands. So Explorer goes there, and Explorer goes there, and then we are going to do our Mantle of Dread, which gives us 2 fear. We get another fear card. Fear goes up there, and I can push 1 Explorer and 1 village from a land where I have presence. Well, they're going to ravage here next round, so I might as well push them. I don't want them to build there. And I don't want them to ravage in the mountains, so I'm going to, I guess, push them over here. I don't like that. I'm going to build here either way. Actually, I might need to gather, so I'll go that route and see if we can manage it. And that covers that turn. Leaves me with 3 energy. Not too bad. I still kind of feel like I'm struggling here. So turn 3, I believe. So do we reclaim our cards and gain a power card? That seems like probably what we're going to need to do. I could add a presence, but I have some energy. I'm going to be able to play some cards. So I'm going to reclaim my cards, and I am going to gain a minor power card. So I'm going to draw 4. We can quicken the Earth Struggles. 1 damage to each of those invaders, or defend 10. That's kind of nice, but we're not having to defend this round for the Ravage. Gain an energy. If I have at least 2 shrines, Spirit can gain energy. That's probably not going to be a good one. If target land has explorers, push all explorers, otherwise remove a blight. That's pretty good. Pushing explorers around seems like a good idea. And then pushing up to 2 villages. And that costs 0 to play. So I like the costing of 0, but I like the defending 10. 1 damage to each city or town, or defend 10. But defending 10 would let my Dahan do some damage in certain lands, which is pretty nice. This also gives me a moon and fire, which are symbols that I need. So I think that's going to give me the edge. Whoops. Dropping my cards here. That's going to give me the edge I need as far as trying to get symbols built up. And so I'm going to grab that card. And now I have gained a power card. So now I'm going to gain energy. I'm going to get 1 energy. And I can play 2 cards. Take no damage from ravaging invaders this turn. Well, they're not going to do anything with Ravage, so I don't have to worry about that. It's really the build that they're going to do. And if I can So really, it's better to save that, unless it's going to kill something. Take no damage from invaders. This allows me to replace a thing, which is kind of nice because they're going to build a castle. I like gathering up Dahan, but that's not going to give me fear because they're building and I will not have more Dahan than that. That's what I don't like about that. This will give me the fear and I can replace the thing. I'd like to take out some of these. I need to get up to 3 cards here so I can start destroying and creating fear with these explorers. And they're building there, which isn't going to help me much. Well, I could at least create 3 fear. That would be helpful. Setting it up for the next round. I might need this next round. And I like replacing a thing. So that puts me down 2 of those. Gives me 2 cards. I do get to gather, target 1 away and gather a fella. The question is, where do I gather him? I might as well gather him there. Maybe I can get lucky and sort of target this land. That's my fast one. And we'll see if we can do it. So we don't have a Blighted Island. We do have a fear card. None of those fear cards trigger. So we're going to do this. We can defend 2 in all lands with presence. Well, that's pretty good. So we have presence here, and presence here. So we're defending 2 in all those lands. It's not going to matter because they're not ravaging anywhere that's going to impact us. So whoop-de-doo. And then they're going to ravage, but there's nothing to ravage. So that's going to go there. We'll pick up our defense because it's not going to matter. Then they're going to build in these various areas. So voila, and voila, they're building. And then they're going to explore in the jungle. So they have room to do that. And then, so this is an issue. 1 away from presence. I can gather Dahan, but they have to be greater than the number of other things there for it to. It has to have some presence, and I have to have more Dahan. So I think, well, pulling here would make sense. I could gather those 3 Dahan there. And now they outnumber the invaders, so that gives me 3 fear. So that's reasonable. And then I can generate 2 more fear. 1, 2, giving me another fear card. So now we're at terror level 2. And I can replace a castle with a village, or a city with a village as my action. So I'll do that. And then that's our slow powers. We advanced invader cards. Time passes. We are going to the next round. Whew. So I've got 3 to spare here. I kind of feel like getting a power card would be helpful because those require 0. And that's 0 away. So if I get a minor power card, let's look at that. I think I'm going to go ahead and get a minor power card. So we have Drought. We can destroy 3 villages or 1 damage to each village, city, and add a blight. Or, destroy 3 villages. 1 damage to each and add a blight. If we have 3 sun, we can destroy a thing. That's pretty good. Rain of Blood. If target land has at least 2 city/villages, plus 1 fear. So that's up to 3 fear. That's actually pretty good. Destroy an invader. Or 2 fear. If target land is a mountain or a jungle, defend 3. Well, I'm probably going to need to defend in the jungle soon. So not bad. And gives me a moon. It's a tough choice. I kind of think getting through the fear deck is going to be our biggest chance to win here. So I think I'm going to go for Rain of Blood, even though it only gives me wind. It doesn't give me some of the other things I typically want. And we get to add a presence 1 away from where we're at. And I think, let's see, we're going to get 1, so we'll have a total of 4 power. So I want more energy or other things. I think I'm going to add a presence here. And now I'll give myself the ability to potentially play 3 cards. So now I play cards. All right, what do we want to do? Now, I could defend 10. It'd be nice if I had a way to move Dahan around a little bit so I could get more from them. But I can defend 10 anywhere that I have a shrine. So let's theoretically play with that. If I defend here 10, I can prevent a blight from being put down there. That's pretty handy. I don't have Dahan anywhere where they would take damage from ravaging, so that's not going to be helpful. Target spirit may push 1 and 1 from a land where it has presence. Well, I have presence here, so I could push things around there. That wouldn't hurt. That would be 2 fire. Ooh, if I get another moon, that actually allows me to use my power. So I think I want to use my power, even though this is not helpful. As an ability, it gives me the ability to use my power. So I think I'm going to use those cards, which means this is a fast power. I have 3 moons and I have 2 fire, so I can destroy 2 explorers, and I get a fear per explorer. So we are going to do that. I'm going to destroy these 2 explorers, and I am going to gain 2 fear for that. That's my fast ability there. It is 1 away from a shrine, so we're good in distance. And then I'm doing the 1 damage to each city and village, so each of those will take... Oh, sorry, now I'm defending 10 here. I'm not doing damage to anybody, just defending 10 in that area. And then I have another fast power of generating 1 fear, which is going to give me a fear card, which is nice. And Dahan will target this land. Dahan take no damage from ravaging invaders this turn. So that's that. Then we go on to the island's not blighted, but we got to do fear cards, and we're at fear level 2. So let's see what we can do here with these guys. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a coastal land. Well, let's remove that. That'll work. So that gives us that fear. And then each player may gather one explorer into a land with village or towns, or gather one village into a land with a city. Okay, one explorer. They're going to build in the jungle. So it kind of makes sense to gather this guy here, because then he won't build there. That'd be handy. So we'll do that. Then they're going to ravage. This is protected 10. They're not going to do damage there. They are going to put a blight out here. And then they're going to build in the jungle, which means this is going to get a second town. Nobody to build here, so that doesn't do anything. And then they're going to explore the mountains. So they're going to go here and here. And then we get our slow power, which is going to give us 2 fear. Target spirit may push 1 explorer and 1 town from a land where it has presence. So I like the idea of pushing these guys here, because maybe I can get lucky and destroy these guys. How much did I spend on cards last turn? I should have spent 2. Did I spend 2? I'm not sure I did. So I'm going to pay that. All right. New turn. Let's see. Let's see. So I've got 1 card left. So I either got to re-get my hand or gain a power card. I don't have a ton of energy. I only got 2 energy. And right now they're going to ravage, and 2 blight are going to be entering the land, which can destroy my presence there, and it's going to cascade once. So blight. So probably give us 1 turn if they end up ravaging there. I might need to protect in some way, but that only gives me 3 energy to work with if I do that. I could gain a power card and a presence. This is tough. This is tough. I kind of need to generate some fear so that I can do some stuff. So I think I'm going to reclaim my cards. And, man, do we want to get another power card? And the question is, do we want to get a major power card this time? Because I could potentially, I could do maybe more. That is a tough choice. Major power card. But it's going to cost me more, and I'm going to have to use presence next time to do it. But I might need the major power anyway. Although minor power I could potentially afford more readily. I think I'm going to go with a minor power and see if I can pull it off. Has my fear and 1 damage. That's pretty good. Ones with moons. Replace one with the Dahan. Ooh. Call of the Dahan Ways. Replace a explorer with a Dahan. If you have 2 moons, you can instead replace a town with Dahan. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Defend 5. That's not bad. Defend 1. I feel like the symbols are going to... I like this one. I just like Call of the Dahan Ways. I'm going to try it. see how it works. Probably lose on this turn, but who cares? We're having fun. We're enjoying the game. We're going to go into round, I think, 4 or 5. I can't remember which one it is. Let's say 5, and we'll go there. Okay, so I gained my energy, and now I can play up to 3 cards. Well, I for sure want 2 cards that have fire, because we need to create some fear like nobody's business. That needs to happen. This is a must, because we're going to have to defend up here to prevent Cascading Blight. So I feel like that has to happen, and then it's just down to one of these 2 slow powers. Push, where has that? It's a tough choice, but this one will allow me to create fear and replace some things, which gets us closer to our victory condition. And if we can just start whittling down cities, we're in a better place. So I think that is pretty good. And now we just need something with a moon. So one of these 3, and this one allows us to replace explorers with Dahan, or a town with Dahan. A fear, no damage from ravaging invaders this turn. That's awfully good. They're going to ravage in the jungle, but I don't have any Dahan in the jungle, so I don't know that that's going to be terribly helpful. I do like replacing. I do like gathering. Let's see. Now, I could, they're not doing anything here. I could gather Dahan, but they're not going to be greater. I could gather here, and they're going to be greater than the number of people there and gives me 3 fear. Or I could replace, I think I want to be replacing stuff. I think that is going to be the most helpful thing at this time. So I'm going to go with that. We've got our 3 and 2. So we can destroy up to 2 explorers and gain a fear per explorer destroyed. Well, that's fantastic. They're going to build there, ravage there. Man, I feel like this is a good option. Am I destroying it in the right place? It's got to be 1 away from a shrine. Oh, it is 1 away from a shrine. So we're going to do that to generate 2 fear and get a card. Boom. That is very helpful. Fast power. Then we have another fast power of defending 10 here. They're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're good defending that. That's going to be a fast power. And then that's it. That's all we can do right now. So they're going to ravage in the jungle, but it's protected. So we don't have to worry about taking... Oh, you know what? Before they ravage, we get our fear card. We got to do that first. So we are on Terror level 2. Each player may replace 1 town with an explorer in a coastal land. This is a coastal land. We're going to replace that town with an explorer. That's going to help us, actually. Okay. We did our fear card. Now we can ravage. Protected. Done. Don't have to worry about it. And then we're going to build in the mountains. So we're going to get this and that. And then we're going to explore in the coastal area. Not coastal area, but the wetlands. So we're going to explore there. All right. So now we go to... The island is not blighted. Oh, we already did our fear card. We already did that. Ravage, build, explore. We advanced cards. And now we do slow powers. So the first thing we're going to do is generate, boom, 2 fear. Then we're going to replace probably a city with a village. And we probably need to do it where they're about to build anyway. So we're going to do that. After our 2 fear, it's got to be 0 away from presence. Just kidding. We can't do it there, but we can do it here, and we'll get that down. Okay, that's done. Then, 1 away from presence, in a land that has Dahan, we can replace one explorer with Dahan, and if we have 2 moons, which we did, we can replace a village with a Dahan. So this has Dahan. We can replace this village with a Dahan. We basically converted the village to Dahan, which is exciting. Gets us one step closer to what we're trying to do. And that's that. We'll go to turn 6. Whoa, I think this is a critical turn. I have a hunch. So we've got 3 energy. We could reclaim our hand and get a card. We did it with 4 energy. I feel like it would be very beneficial to add a presence. Let's gain a power card, get a major power, and we'll get rid of this. So we have to put a presence 1 away from where we're at. I prefer it not to be in a place they're ravaging. How many things have to be at 0? Let's go here. Let's go there. Okay. So we're going to gain a power card. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to look at the major power cards here. So let's see. We've got Entwined Power. You and target spirit each use each other's presence to target powers. You gain 1 of the power cards that they did not keep. That one's better for multiplayer. Gain a fear. Now this one costs 3, 1 fear, and defend 6. And replace that with that, or that with that. That's a good one because we're doing some replacing. This is 1 away from a shrine. 4 fear. Invaders skip all actions and target land this turn. Also pretty good. Ooh, that's pretty good. All actions. So no building either, but it costs 4. Target spirit gains 3 energy, and they can repeat a power card by playing its cost again. That one's a good one, but I don't think I'm going to use that one as much because it's a little harder. So it's really down to these 2. Man, 1 and defend 6. Well, they're not ravaging anywhere that I need a huge defense. But getting them to skip all actions is actually pretty stinking good. Although they're going to build in some places, which is going to be tough. 4 fear and skip all actions. I like getting more fear. We're kind of going for the greater fear. So I'm going to go with the higher cost one. And then we have to forget one of our deals here. I'll put forgotten ones up here. Is there one? Rain of Blood has at least 2. That's 3. That one's pretty good. I feel like this is becoming less useful. Favors Call do, even though it's a big gatherer one, but I'm going to go ahead and bail on it. It does mean we are not going to get more fear from our other ability, but when we gather energy, we're going to get 3 energy, so we will get that, and we can play 3 cards. So now we're playing cards. Let's see what we can do. These are going to be fine. They're going to end up killing that explorer, so I'm not too worried about that one. 1 away from a shrine. If we play this, we can get them to skip their ravage there. 1 less blight. But skipping all actions, we might want to do it here. Keep them from building there. That might actually be better. It's 4 fear either way. Rain of Blood is pretty good. That's going to generate a ton of fear. That's not bad. And Mantle of Dread. This would be better for next turn. I'm probably going to have to get my cards back, and I'll be able to get a... So I kind of like saving that and playing that. Plus, I'm only spending 4 if I do that. And I play my 3 cards. We'll do the 2 fast and then slow. So then it really comes down to where are we skipping? 1 away from a shrine. I think we're going to skip actions in this land. That's going to generate 1, 2, 3, 4 fear. I don't think we have 2 and 3 of those. We don't. So they're skipping all actions in that area. And then Concealing Shadows. It's at a 0. We'll just go here and say they skip, they take no damage, but that generates 1 more fear. So that's not bad. We can do that. And that's a slow power. So we're going to have to do Blighted Island. It's not blighted. We're good. We're going to have to Ravage. So they are going to Ravage here. And they're going to Ravage here, but they're taking no damage, so he's just going to die. And it's not going to create Blight. That's fine. They have Ravaged. Oh, you know what we forgot was the Fear card. They're at Terror level. Ooh. We're actually at Terror level 3 now, so this is significant. Invaders do not build in lands with the Han. Well, that's sad. That's not going to help me at all. Drat. They are going to build, and they're going to build another town here, and they're going to build a town here, and then we're going to explore in the sands. I think that's our first sands exploration, actually. And then we go to the final area here. There, I'm going to generate 1, 2 more feared, getting another fear card. And if target land has at least, we're going to target this land, at least 2 villages and or cities, then we gain +1 fear. We'll do that. So that does that. We'll go on to turn 7. I think we're close to the end. Whoops, I almost gathered all those cards back up. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going. And I got to get back to work here in a second. All right. So this is a tough one. I'm going to get 3. Do I get all my energy, my cards back? Or do I am so close to getting, the thing. I think getting my cards back and gaining a cheaper power card, that's the question. Do I want to get a cheaper one? Or do I want to take a chance and maybe see if another power card is going to be a better option? That is a tough choice. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to get a minor power and see what happens here. Because I don't want to give up a card just yet. So what I really want is... that's a fear and a damage. Defend 6, 1 away. Nature's Resilience, that's pretty good. They're going to Ravage in those 2 places. Man, that is handy. I could potentially stop them in both of those areas. But that gives me no symbols that I want. Gain a minor power card. A fear, 1 damage, destroy a Han. Ooh. I don't like that. I think I like this one because I could potentially remove a Blight on the bottom. I think I'm going to go with that. Am I even holding that? I'm barely holding that up in the camera. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with that. And now we can play 3 cards. All right. First I get 3 energy. Boom. We're going to go with that 3 energy. I definitely need moons, and I definitely need 2 suns. So of our 3 cards, we're going to rule out all of those because they don't have moon and we need to destroy things. So we are going to, do I have, I got 5 minutes. All right. Well, I think we have to do this one and defend 10. This creates fear, 2 fear, and push. Ooh, this is 2 fear, and it's in a land I have presence. I like that. Gives me options. But we only need to get rid of all of those castles. That is it. We are so close to that. But this has to be in a land I have presence to get rid of it. So that's sad. May push 1 and 1 from a land where it has that. So I kind of feel like maybe this is going to be a better option, although they're going to build before I get to that point. Fear, 2 fear, 2 fear. Yeah, I'm going to go with the pushing being a little bit more valuable in a land where I have presence. So then I just need 1 more moon. No damage from ravaging invaders this turn. They're not going to ravage anywhere where I have those. And I can replace a city with a Dahan. As long as I have 2 moons, which I will. So, let's see. Alright. Okay, that's going to cost me 2. So I'm going to put those there. And I'm going to get to do defend 10 somewhere. Well, they're going to ravage here. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to do the most damage to me. So I'm going to defend 10 there. That's going to be that. Oh, it's got to be 0 away from a shrine. So I can't defend there. I can only defend in a land. You know what? I might need to rethink this. This one might not be as good as I thought. I may have to do this one, which would be, I think this actually would kill us. Oh, I forgot. I can kill 2. Well, that sucks. Two and 2 fear. So none of these are going to create fear fast enough. Let's get our two things back. We need fear like nobody's business. We need to generate at least 2. So really, this is going to be pretty good. We're just not going to get that because that's 4 fear. That's what we need. And then we need like 2 more fear. We could get up to 8 fear with this. That's a fast power. That would cost us, so we need 3 stone. Oh, so if I use this and I need something else with stone, doesn't matter what, it does because I need at least 2 of those. Shoot. Stone. That is unfortunate. I can't get that. I have no way of getting I do have a way of getting 3 stone, but not 3 stone and those. So that's not going to work. Dang it. But that does give me 4. That gives me 4, which is good. I need that 4. That gives me 5. Defend 6, 1 away from a shrine. Let's just do that. That'll do 5. Let's see if we survive the round. We're going to create 1, 2, 3, 4. Gives us that. We're going to create 1 fear for that. And we're going to defend 6, 1 away from a shrine. We'll defend 6 here. That's, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll take 4 damage. It won't matter. We'll defend 6 there. It won't matter. Either way, you may remove, or we can remove a blight. Let's not defend 6. Let's just remove this blight, which isn't going to make a hill of beans difference because both blight are still going to come out. Oh, but when we remove blight, it goes there. That's what's going to make the difference. That's going to make the difference. We don't get any of those bonus powers, but now we get to do our fear cards. So that's fine. So we can destroy all explorers and lands with cities and villages, and each city destroys 1 village in its land. So we destroy all explorers in lands with a city or a village. That is intense. We destroyed all those explorers? Dude. And then each village destroys, each city destroys a village in its area. Wow, that was powerful. Each player removes an invader from a land with 2 or few invaders. An invader. Each player removes an invader from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. So if I remove this invader, because it has 2 or fewer, I win. I think that was the fear card. And then they don't have any cities left in the game. So I believe I won by the skin of my teeth. So yeah, feel free to post in the comments if you watch this playthrough. Let me know if I missed something. I really tried to capture everything. I probably still missed something. But wow, that was not bad. I will take it. First win until I see a comment that says, oh, you messed up. You can't remove a city because it doesn't count as an invader. But I think it's any invader. A city, a town, a village, an explorer, they're all invaders. So I could, if I get my pick, I take the city, I win the game. Well, there you go. Thanks for joining me on Unraveled Gaming. I look forward to seeing what people have to say, and have a great day.